Hello, welcome back. So we are going to be doing part 2 of my completed pictures that I've ever coloured. So the next lot of books that I've got to share with you are like the smaller size books basically. So this one here is by Lulu Mayo and it's A Million Sloths. I haven't had this book for very long. I think I've done one in here. Yeah, so I did this one. So I did this actually in August of last year, and I used the Derwent Lightfast pencils, and by the looks of it, a little bit of gel pen and some white gel pen as well. So I challenged myself to just use the 6 Derwent Colourfast pencils that I believe I've received in an art subscription box. So it was really fun. I've since actually got these pencils, the whole set, for Christmas from my husband. So yeah, so there's that one. I don't think there are any more. No. I really like to do the back one actually. I think that's the one that I'm probably going to be doing next. So there's that one. I'm going to butcher the name. So I'm just going to say it's from Rita Berman. And I believe it translates to something like under the sea, I'm assuming. So the first one, well, partly coloured it. I did this one. I believe this one here was with the Arteza pencils. So there's that one. And so this one here, I'm not sure when I did it. It was at some point last year, I believe. So I used for the leaves, for the leaves and the flowers and strawberries, I used Paul Rubens watercolour set. It's the one that's got like, it's in a really nice case, and it's I'll have to share a link. I think you can only get it on AliExpress, but I could be wrong. So yeah, there's that one, and I used Artezas on the actual shell. So there's that one. I've also done a little crab in the shell. So I used Inktense pencils for this one. Only Inktense and then a little bit of metallic gel pens. Surprisingly, this actually did take me quite a long time, but I really enjoyed doing it and I really liked the effect. I didn't think it needed a background, so I left that one, but yeah, there's quite a lot going on in the page. So there's that one. And then this one, I followed Lovella's colour along. It was for a different page, but I used her effect of the water. So I really enjoyed this one. The black in this is the Glaze Sakura Jelly Roll, and I believe that's all. There's no sparkle on this one, so that's that one. And this one, so this was a really quick one to do. So I used Prismacolors for this, a bit of gel pen. Yeah, really, really simple one. Enjoyed that one. And that's all for that one. So the next one is also Rita Berman. So this is the summer, this is the seasons one. So this one here's summer. Now, I did this one, so this was March last year, and I used the Ganzai watercolour for part of the scrolls. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see it, but I might just... And then I used a little bit of distress ink for this bit. I used it quite sparingly. I'm still very much newbie to distress inks. So there's that one, and I used Prismacolor for the rest of it. And I believe there's one more. It was like flags or bunting or something. Yes, this one. So this one I did last year, and I used the Arteza fine liners. So I was just testing out the colours really, but I ended up finishing on the page. So that one there was a quick one, well, relatively quick, but it was quite a fun one to do. It's sort of mindless colouring, that one. So there's that one. Now this one here, this is illustrated by Good Wise and Warriors. Escape to Wonderland, a colouring book adventure. I've not actually completed a page in here. So I remember doing this when I first got my Inktense, Derwent Inktense pencils, and I didn't come back to it. Now this one here I did with Prismacolor, and this combination, I'm sure I ended up using it on a different page after doing this, but I never came back to it, which is a shame. And there's also, I've got another whip in here, so there's this one. So I almost finished it, but I was doing the bubbles. I believe I was actually following a tutorial on how to do bubbles. I can't remember who it was, so yeah, I'm not sure. So this one here, I used Prismacolors for the sort of the potion or whatever it is. I really should come back and finish this one. It's like almost done really. So there's that one. I don't think there's any more in here. No. It's a really nice sized book. And I think, you know, because it is smaller, like the Rita Bermans, you know, they take less time to complete. So yeah, I need to get back to that one. So this one here is Colouring for Mums to Be. So I'm not sure if there's an actual... No, it's just, it doesn't say who illustrated it. But the only one that I've done in here is this one, and I just used some fine liners. So my intention was to colour a lot more in this book, but my son was born last October, and he actually arrived like 3 and a bit weeks early. So I'd only just finished work. My last day of work was on the Friday, and then he was actually born about 6 days later. So yeah, I didn't really get much done. It is a lovely book, but they are quite fine detail. So really, I think pencils might be a bit of a push, and it is very, very smooth. There's not very much texture on this. But there are some lovely ones, and it's not just baby related. The page that I really wanted to do, which I thought was really sweet, was this one. I do want to come back and do this one. So yeah, that's that one. And some of them are like wallpaper pages, which I know some people aren't that keen on. This is very, very small. I don't think I would ever do this page. So there's that one. So the other Lulu Mayo book, so they are in no particular order. So this one here is Million Unicorns, and it's also by Lulu Mayo. So I have done... So I started this one with Inktense, very, very bright, not normally the colours that I would really go for. But yeah, I need to come back and finish it. There's no sort of sparkle on there, I'm in the earlier stages. So I know that some people do use water in this book, and you have to be sparing, and there is sort of like a speckled effect, and I think that might have actually put me off a little bit, particularly with the darker colours, because you can see where the paper has absorbed more of the pigment. So there's that one. I don't think I've done any other ones. It's a very sweet book. They're so fun. I need to get back to that one. There's that one. So this one here is also Rita Berman. So this is it actually includes like the 4 seasons. So when I first got this, I think I had only had the summer one. I would like to still get the full books of all of them. I think it's only the summer one that I have, and then Under the Sea. So this one here, I'm not going to butcher it, but this is Rita Berman, as I said. So I think I've done a few in there. So I started that one there with Prismacolor. There's this one. This was a really quick one. I did this in like an evening, and I did this with Artezas when I first got them. There's that one. And I did an Easter one. See, I remember this taking a really, really long time. I think I was practicing different like colour blends, so I was quite pleased with these type of flowers because it's a bit unusual the blend. But yeah, lots of layers, and then I've just used some metallic gel pens on the bottom. So there's that one. And this one here, I was using different pencils, and my intention was to do it so each block was a different brand of pencil, but I've not come back to it. So there's that one. It's a work in progress. And is that it? Sorry guys, I'm doing a bit of a very quick flip through. Yeah, and then I was just using some gelatos on here and seeing how they blend together. So there's that one. So this one here is also under the microscope for Land, I believe, and this is also by Rita Berman. So I did this one here. This one here was with Arteza pencils. And did this one. I'm not sure what pencils I used on that one. That was a very quick, simple one. And then this one, I used my Prismacolors, and I really like how bold it is. It's that one, back. It's quite nice that, you know, there are some more simple ones. If you want to do something quick, then you can come to this book. And some of them are quite detailed, and then others are simpler, which is nice. So there's this one. So I did this in June of last year. So I have cut, as you can see, I've cut quite a few pages out of this one. I will insert a photo of. They're actually on my son's wall in his nursery. So I'll insert a picture here for those so you can see them. So there's that one. Now, the last one is Fantastic Zoo. I'm not going to butcher the name, not going to attempt. So I took the dust jacket off so I could, you know, save it and it didn't get mucky. But then saying that, this is getting mucky. So I've done a couple in here. The paper, also done this one. This was really nice to do. And then, so I got this book. I was enabled by Imogen from the Colouring Kid. So yeah, and she's done quite a few pages in this one. And yeah, they're lovely, lovely, lovely pictures that she's done. So I thought I'd get myself a copy of this. So I did these two. So I did the hippo. And so the hippo is... I just really struggle with this paper, so I haven't quite finished it off. I'm just seeing there's like little details that I've not done, but I just really struggled with the paper and the blend on the hippo, and it's quite a large area, so it's quite noticeable. And then I've used, I think, some fine liners on some of the little patterns, and then this one here. I think I used polychromos for both of these and then some fine liners. So I really like how this one here turned out. It was really sweet. And I don't think I've done any more in this one. But yeah, I think I need to sort of experiment with the different pencils on this paper because it's quite smooth. It's got very little tooth, and I like to do quite a few layers. So I think that might be why I struggled a little bit with it. So those are those two. Oberg, I believe that's how you say it, and it's Fairy Tales. So the only one that I've done in this one is this one here. So I use polychromos. I've put some metallic gel pen on there for the lettering, and I've used also a pastel pencil just to create this cloud effect. So there's that one. I'm pretty sure I've not done any other ones in here. It's a lovely, it's really, really nice book, so I need to get to that one. So the next one is also from Emily Lindberg Oberg, and this is Sagna, and I've done one in here. So the only one that I've done is this one here. So I was really pleased with how I did the baubles and also the glass. But the background, I used my Neocolor 2s, and it just wasn't what I was envisaging for this page. So I might need to, I think maybe I should come back to it and actually maybe black out the background. So this was quite a while ago. I'm now in the process of really, getting myself a little bit better with the Neos and actually using them more so I can really practice, because I think that's the only way I'm going to get better. And I do really, the colours are beautiful. So there's that one. So this is Maria Troll book. This is Drew Maurice. So I've done a couple in here. So I did this one here. I did this all with Inktense. I would say that this is one of my favourite pages that I've ever done. And it was really nice because it was just the Inktense, and I did not use any pencil, which is quite unusual for me because I'm a bit of a pencil girl, I would say. So there's that one. I think I've also used a little bit of gel pen as well, white gel pen. There's that one. And then the other one that I've done, it's closer to the back. And so that one there I would really like to do, which is why I've got a little tag in there. And is it in this book? I'm sure it is. Ah, there we go. So this one I used pencil. By the looks of it, it's probably Prismacolor. I've not done the face and the little creature poking out. I wasn't sure what colours to do them, so I've not. Technically, it's really still a whip, but it's pretty much finished in my opinion. But so there's that one. So the next books are all Hannah Karlzon. So the first one, I believe this is the first book that I got by Hannah Karlzon. So just have a look. So I did this one. I am so pleased with how this page turned out. So I did this in January of 2019. I really took my time with this page and thoroughly enjoyed it. I was really happy with the result. I've used Gansei Tambi watercolour, the gold, for the flowers and the border. So there's that one. I don't think I've got any more in here. No more in there. So there's that one. So this is Magical Dawn, and this is also by Hannah Karlzon. I'm just going to move those out of the way. So I think I've done the most pages out of this book. So I did the little frog. This was with Prismacolors and a little bit of metallic gel pen on the crown. So this was the first page that I did in this book. So I really thoroughly enjoyed this one. I blacked out the background using Posca, and I went it's actually, the majority of it is pencil, for the bottles and the gems and everything, and I've used a bit of gel pen. I don't think there is any, oh yeah, there's some sort of, oh, I think it's Wink of Stella on some of the stars. So there's that one. So this one here, I was doing this actually, I'm doing this book in colour order. Whether I'll still do that, I don't know. But so this one here, I used soft pastels for the backgrounds. I believe it was Prismacolor. I'm really happy with how this candle holder has come out. I was really unsure about doing a flame, and it's something I'm still working on. I really like how the balls came out. I sort of made them into like pearl effect. So there's that one. And then this one here, I think this is one of the first ever skin colours that I attempted. So I did this in 2018. It took me so much patience to do this hair. It was the first time I'd ever coloured hair like on this big scale. So yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it came out even now. So that's a nice one to look back on. And then the next one is a double page spread. Is it in frame? Yeah. So this one here, I thoroughly enjoyed. There's soft pastels on the background, some metallic gel pen in the stars, and yeah, the only thing that I'm not really that keen on, so I tried to make it look like it was see-through by mixing the colours, and it just really, like here, it just really muddied it. So, but I tried to ignore that part and just think, you know, the rest of it. So really nice one to do. I love how bright this came out. I spent a long time on this sort of like potion, and I really like how the frog came out as well. So there's that one. And I don't think there's any more in here. So the next one is Daydreams, also by Hannah Karlzon. And so I did I didn't actually realise this was in here. So I was using Prismacolor with this one, and it's almost finished, so I need to come back to that one. Yep, so there's that one. And then the next one I did for the Hannah Karlzon 5 project, I think it was called. So I did this one. I'm really proud of this page. I'm really happy with how saturated the colours are. So nice one to look back on. And I think I have used a bit of metallic on the bugs. So really bright one. That's just to protect the page because I don't think I sprayed it. So I'll leave that on there and there. I think that's it in this book. Yeah. So this one is Summer Nights, also by Hannah Karlzon. So I did this one here. So this was in February 2019. Really liked this page. I chose not to do a background because I just thought there's so much going on, and I quite liked how I managed to sort of balance the colours a little bit. So I tried to make sure that they were balanced on each side. So there's that one, and I don't think I've got any more in here. No, I need to get back to this book. It's a bit unloved, just one page in there. And I shall leave you here. Thank you very much for watching. I'm not sure how many more parts I will be doing. I've still got quite a few books to go through, so we will see. I'll see you next time. Thank you guys, bye.